flowers because we 50. And we ain't got a lot of time left, so I don't want to wait till his funeral. Hey, I'm just saying.
He said, I want to wait till his funeral.
I'm gonna be 100 within 29 years.
But anyway, man, me and Wes go back like 35 years. Been friends.
A little longer.
Play 35 plus.
Yeah, a little.
Played ball with each other, played against each other. Our friendship was pretty much based on competition. That was kind of like the foundation. Finally met somebody that was just as competitive as I was. But
Yes.
you know,
Inside.
over time, we got closer. We all know he's a trash talker. Likes to joke all the time. But I realized over the years that he was a man, he was a very intelligent brother. Deep thinker, very spiritual, and he had a lot of compassion. He cared about his family, cared about his friends, and I always knew that, Wes had our back. And I remember this time we was hanging out. We was in Austin, and it was like 5 or 6 of us. And we walking down the street, and we hear this car. The car is speeding up, going like 90.
That went to Austin?
No, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans, going 90 to 100 miles an hour. Everybody else just got out of the way. But Wes being the guy that he is, he got your back, loyal. He stood in front of the car. He turned around and stood in front of the car and clenched his fists. We all yelling at Wes to get out of the way. The car's coming right at him. At the last minute, Wes kind of sidesteps the car. The car goes by, and bam, right hook connects with the car. Needless to say that the car sustained minimal damage. And he broke his hand. But that's besides the point. The fact is that my boy had our back. And and that's the story I'm sticking with, man. But happy birthday, bro.
It's not exactly how it went.
Yeah,
It was very close.
Man, we got a lot in common. 2 only kids, raised by single mothers. So we hit it off right off the bat. OB, I always tell them dudes, I wish I had never started hanging with them. My life probably would have been different. But when I think about it, man, I wouldn't change nothing, man. I love these guys. I actually gained some brothers being the only child. You can actually gain brothers and sisters that didn't come from your mother or father over the years, man. There's a lot of cats I grew up with. I really found out they, wasn't my friends at all. But I've been knowing these dudes over 30 years, man. I love them. I love their families, kids. 50 years, man, that's a milestone, bro. 'Cause you wasn't supposed to be here, you or me. I mean, to be honest, man, we went through some stuff. And we try to tell these kids, to stray away from the path that you was on at one point. It's a blessing, man. So I love you, man. I'm glad you're still here. 50 more, if we can get it in, do it at 100, that'll be something, bro. But enjoy every year from here on out, man. Every year is a blessing. Like I say, considering where we came from, the stuff we put ourselves through, up to no good, just kids full of mischief. The good Lord spared us, man, for a reason. So thank you, man. Thank you for being my brother, and I love you. Cheers to 50, bro.
Cheers.
It's always a pleasure to be around my brother, man. I know you and I, along with Skip and Murph, man, we got so much that we can talk about. Half the things I don't be wanting to talk about because I don't be wanting my wife to know that I did have.
You gotta go to the grave.
Half of these things, right? But man, with you establishing your family, bringing your wife, my sister into my life, my niece, my nephews, man, that's just a blessing. And accepting my kids as well as my wife, man, you done been through damn near every relationship that I done been through, and I know this one is more. But I know this one's the most important to you, man, because even when I know I'm wrong from me and my wife getting into it, you always step in and be like, bro, we're not fit to do that from on trips. When you tell the ladies go in and get the stuff ready and we sit in the truck and you jump in my butt like, nah, you ain't fit to do that and stuff like that, man. And that go a long way. And now we business partners, yourself and me and the legend over here, Larry. And I wouldn't change anything, man. I wouldn't do anything different to have the relationship that we have, along with Skip, who's like our brother, and Murph, who's our brother. And man, and like Skip said, I hope we can get 50 more in, man. And I love you. Happy birthday to you. And I know we're gonna continue to talk noise throughout our lives and throughout our journeys. And I know we're gonna always be on one another's side. In closing, since everybody have a story, I remember when we was in college. And me and Wes used to play the Ghetto Boys every morning. And one particular morning, we was playing it a little too loud, and we was freshmen. And a gentleman came, which was like 6'5", 6'6", put his hands through the door, and I'm banging on the door, and this dude opened the door and told us we need to cut out all the noise. And if y'all know Wes, he always had a knife with him. Yeah. So he was like, if you come in this room, it's gonna be a problem. But when the guy left out the room, you know, Wes talking about, here, I'm ready to stab the dude, and you got the hammer in your hand, and you wasn't about to do nothing. But happy birthday to you, my brother. I love you, man, and plenty more to come.